Well, let's maybe a little bit start with good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone, for connecting. I know we're still having more people joining in, but let me start quickly by introducing myself. My name is Lisbeth Becerra from ITC SheTrades, and I would like to welcome you all to this session in DC Coffee with Accion International and their partners, Microfinance Bank and UGAFODE. Before we start, I would like to just kindly mention some housekeeping rules. Firstly, I'll kindly request you to keep your microphones muted during the presentation. This is to make sure the speakers don't get interrupted during the presentation. At the end of the session, we're going to have a Q&A session around from 20 to 30 minutes. So in case you have any query, one, feel free to put it through the chat box, or feel free to raise your hand at the end of this presentation and we'll give you the microphone. If by any reason you miss connection, feel free to log in again and mute your mic. And kindly note as well that this webinar is being recorded, so will be sent to you after this session in case you miss anything. Of SheTrades Invest is, for those of you that might not know, and the whole idea behind these e-coffee sessions. SheTrades Invest is fully committed to supporting fruitful relationships between capital providers and women entrepreneurs seeking funding. And we do these e-coffee sessions with financial institutions to create a space where our partners and capital providers can share more information about financial products and services with our SheTrades members. And also SheTrades members can get informed about how to access the services and unlock finance for their business. This is a little bit in a nutshell, the idea of these e-coffee sessions. Let me quickly introduce you with the team that is behind SheTrades Invest. It's Anna Marie, which is a project partnerships manager. My name's Lisbeth Becerra as SheTrades Invest coordinator, and we also have Laura Bolivar, who provides support with this project. And today we have the great pleasure of having with us an amazing panelist from Accion International and their partners. I'm going to start by quickly introduce them before I pass them over the floor. For those of you who might not know, well, Raliat will be talking a little bit more about it, but Accion is a global nonprofit that is committing to creating a financially inclusive world with a pioneering legacy in microfinance and fintech impact investing. Representing Accion International, we have Ms. Raliat Sunmonu, that is Vice President from Middle East and Africa Global Advisory Solutions. Raliat has worked over 30 years actually. She has over 20 years experience across Africa, Middle East, and the US in various leadership roles at companies including IBM and MTM Group. She oversees Accion's advisory work in Africa and the Middle East, providing advice on strategy, digital transformation, and other areas to financial service providers. Raliat has an EMBA from INSEAD, a bachelor's from the University of Maryland, USA, and a master's in computer science from Johns Hopkins University in the US. We also have Ms. Adetokunbo Elliot, that is head value chain partnerships and product development of Accion Microfinance Bank. Ms. Elliot has over 17 years of experience in banking and relating financial services with core competencies in commercial banking, product development and management, electronic business and retail products, customer services, sales, and marketing. She holds a BSc in Business Administration and Management, and it's member of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria. Thanks so much for joining us today, Ms. Elliot. And last but not least, we also have Kiconco Natukunda, Regional Manager of UGAFODE. She began her career in 2010 as a credit officer and was promoted to credit supervisor in 2012. In 2017, she was promoted to branch manager of a starting branch, and in 2020, she became a regional manager. Her greatest achievement is excelling as a female banker by growing through the ranks through healthy competition with male counterparts. We are extremely happy and grateful for having you all here with us today. you have so much experience in microfinance banking. So with no further ado, and with a lot of thanks from the SheTrades team, I'll pass over the floor to Ms. Raliat to give us some introductory remarks. Thank you very much. Over to you, Raliat.
Thank you so much, Liz. And it's a pleasure for me to be here today. And I think to be in the company of such illustrious women, I'm so excited by this session. I think it's always a great thing when women come together and try and, help one another and see how we can really empower one another and grow our businesses. I think it's no surprise to any one of us that there are many challenges, particular challenges, I think, that women face as entrepreneurs. And as Liz mentioned in her opening remarks, Accion International, we've been around for about 60 years now. Started out in Latin America and then grown across the world. We've been working on the continent in Africa for more than 20 years now. And a lot of the work that we do is with partners that such as UGAFODE and Accion Microfinance Bank that you'll hear from today, and with women such as yourselves that are present. And really the work is focused on a few things. One is ensuring that everyone who needs it and wants it has access to the right financial services and products. And as you can imagine, it takes a lot to do that because there are different barriers, there are different constraints within countries, within systems, but also at the same time, we believe that there are a lot of opportunity to serve you, our customers, better. And so our work as Accion International, and my work in particular, working in the region, I'm based in Lagos, by the way, so hello to all the Nigerians on the team. But my work in particular is to work with our partners, UGAFODE, our partners, Accion Microfinance Bank, to help to develop the capabilities that's required to help serve you better through the right products, through the right services, and really trying to think innovatively. And so you will hear today about some of those innovative products and services that we have, some of which are particularly looking at addressing the challenges that women face, but also helping to expand, I think, the portfolio for each of these institutions of women customers. And so would love to also hear from you at the end of this during the Q&A session, and even beyond that, to hear from you how we can serve you better, to hear from you, what some of your particular challenges and pain points are. To Liz's point, the whole idea behind this partnership between SheTrades and Accion International and our partners is so that we can understand where the challenges are and figure out how best to serve you and to support you. So again, excited to be here, and I'll pass it on to Adetokunbo Elliot to start with the presentation. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Raliat, and thank you, everyone. It's nice to be here. I would quickly go into my presentation, but before I do that, I send you greetings from the board and management of Accion Microfinance Bank. Really an honor to partner with SheTrades. So next slide, please. Okay, so I'll just quickly give a background of Accion Microfinance Bank, what we've been up to for the past 15 years. So Accion Microfinance Bank was established in 2006, but we obtained our license from the Central Bank of Nigeria to start operating in 2007. And since then we have grown. We are a national microfinance bank. So being a national microfinance bank. Okay, so Ololade is saying she can't hear me. It's same with everyone. Can everyone hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so I saw a message drop in the chat box.
We can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, so as I was saying, Accion Microfinance Bank, National Microfinance Bank. What that means is that we can operate in any state in Nigeria. So currently we're in 12 states. Currently, we're in 12 states, and we have 93 outlets, 93 locations. We're in Lagos, we're in Ogun State, we're in Oyo State, Ondo, Edo, Delta, Anambra, Kano, and FCT, the Federal Capital Territory. Thank you. The next slide, please. Okay, so our structure, we have a very solid structure. Like Raliat mentioned earlier, we have Accion International as one of our partners. We have IFC, and we have three commercial banks in Nigeria. That's Safety Bank Nigeria, Eco Bank, and Zenith Bank. They are technical. Accion is our technical partner to provide technical support, while the other commercial banks are financial partners. The next one, please. Okay, so I'll quickly run through our track record. I mentioned earlier, we have a very strong board structure. We have seasoned and distinguished professionals on our board. Same applies to our management team as well. We have a very strong board and management team. We have over the years been given several awards. One is the leadership. We are the leadership in a microfinance bank sector. We're the first microfinance bank in Nigeria in 2011, 2012, 2013, and 2014. In 2012 and 2019, we're given the award of Best Place to Work. We are a digital banking. We also got the Digital Banking Award. We are the first microfinance bank in Nigeria to secure ID ATM and directly the switch. We have POS terminals across our outlets. We are in 93 outlets in Nigeria. We're not just a microfinance bank. We operate, like I said, we're a digital microfinance bank. So we have our mobile app, we have internet banking, we have the USSD code, and we have agent banking as well. We also give out loans to customers through our digital platform. We have digital loan. Next slide. Okay, so I mentioned earlier, the bank is passionate about supporting women. Currently, over 64% of our customer base are women. And all these women have reported good track record when it comes to loan repayments. Women are very, very good when it comes to loan repayment. We hardly have very few of them default when it comes to loan repayment. So that's why we have also focused our attention in supporting women and granting them loans. Next slide. Okay, so I'll quickly run through some of the testimonials we have from our female customers. A lot of women have been supported in the last 15 years we've been in operation. I'll just mention a few. So we have Ayodele Margaret. She started with 100,000 naira, but now she can access up to 5 million naira. And over the years, she has been able to support her children through school with the loans she's been collecting from the bank. So from the proceeds she makes from her business, she has been very supportive to her family. She has been able to train her children. Same thing applies to Adeshola or Shola. She has also been able to support her children and of course scale up in her business and the other way. So we have this are just a few to mention. There's a particular testimonial I got last year. There was this particular woman, she started with accessing 100,000, but right now, she even goes to China to bring in containers. So she is so big, she goes to China to bring in goods. She has been with the system. The bank has seen her move from ground zero to being an hero in the industry. So those are some of the women we have supported. We have supported quite a lot of them. Next slide. Okay, so our support for women. So apart from granting loans to women, we also want women to have multiple sources of income. So encourage our women to come on board our agent banking. So apart from the main business they are focused on, they can earn commission being the bank's agents. So as the bank's agent, for transactions they do using our terminal, our POS terminal, they get commission on it. That is additional income for them. We encourage them to have multiple streams of income. We have also supported widows. We have some widows as female customers in the bank. We have helped them grow. We have helped them support their household and train their children through school. The pictures are there to testify. We have also supported women by empowering them. So we organize seminars, we organize workshops, And apart from the loan, we also tell women that apart from the business you do, it is very important to take care of your health. Because if you do not have a stable health, you won't be able to run your business effectively. So we organize health talks, invite professionals to come and talk to these women, about how they can maintain their health. We also bring in seasoned professionals, people that have even gone through their line of business, that can mentor them. So we organize webinars and then we empower and train these women. Next slide, please. Okay, so these are some of the empowerment programs this is even a SheTrades program in 2020. So that is me talking to one of the SheTrades members, and then of course giving a presentation there on the other side of the picture. So this is actually a SheTrades product that happened in Nigeria in 2020. Yeah. Next slide, please. Okay, so this slide also shows we're rewarding our loyal premium customers. The picture says it all. This particular woman has been banking with us for years, and then of course we had to reward her with a gift. Same thing applies to the woman on the other side as well. Next slide. Okay, so apart from giving women loans, I said that we organize workshops and seminars for them. So we have partnered with some of female-oriented organizations such as WISPA means Women in Successful Careers. We have also partnered with Tribe Women Solution. Tribe Women Solution organizes an annual program for women just to empower them. We also partnered with Women and Half. Women and Half is an NGO. We are also in partnership with the Association of Professional Women in Banking, and of course, the Commonwealth SheTrades. Next slide, please. Okay, so I'll quickly run through some of the products we have for women. We have what we call our working capital loan. So the working capital loan is for women in businesses to run their day-to-day businesses. So we give them loan. They can access as low as 50,000 for whatever business sector they want. So it's open to traders, pharmacists, fashion designers, whatever sector the actually offer this working capital women. So we ensure we see them, we actually ensure that we grow with them. As they grow in their businesses, we grow with them to provide financial support and advisory services as well. Then we also have, we want women to empower themselves. We want them to own their homes as well. We want them to own houses. So we encourage women to also key into our housing loan product. Next slide. Okay, so we also have a product called Save Brighter. So Save Brighter is our digital product. It's a digital savings product. You can access this product via all our channels, our digital channels. Once you dial our short code, is *572#, you can open a Save Brighter account. You can also open it on our mobile app and internet banking or on our website. I always advise women, when you run a business, your business entity is different from you as an individual. So I have an entity called Adetokunbo Elliot Company. Adetokunbo Elliot Company is different from Adetokunbo Elliot. I should be able to have my personal funds, so I don't dip into my capital. I don't dip into the proceeds of Elliot. I can even place myself on, I should even place myself on a salary. So the Save Brighter account is actually a savings account that you can use saving. When you even save, you can even, the savings can even go back into your business. So even if you need to buy any personal things for yourself, don't dip into your capital. You can always get money from your savings. So I advise every female entrepreneur, have separate savings different from your business. Then we have what's called Brighter Investments. So Brighter Investments is like a fixed deposit account, have attractive interest rate. You can even start, can fix as low as 100,000, maybe for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, or 180 days. It has more interest yield than the regular savings account. It's like a fixed deposit account. Next slide. Okay, so I'll run through the conditions for accessing loan in Accion. You have to be between the age of 18 and 65. You need to have a valid ID card, BVN. You must have an identified or verifiable business address. Let's know you operate from somewhere. And even if you don't have a physical address, physical business address, let's even see that you operate, and then we see your stock and we know you have something tangible we can hold on to. Sorry, okay. Then of course, your business must be able to pay back the loan. You would have done an evaluation on your business to be sure that you can pay back the loan. We also accept guarantors. So if you want to take a loan from us, provide a guarantor. We also expect that you have an utility bill, and then a few other things, like if the guarantor is a salary earner, then of course we would like to get the copy of the guarantor's payslip. If the guarantor is a business person, then we just access the guarantor's business as well. Next slide. Okay, so with Accion, with this product I've mentioned, you're guaranteed a quick turnaround time. The loan procedure is very easy. Our interest rates are competitive. Then of course you have opportunity to grow your business with Accion. Our service channels, we have 93 branches all over Nigeria. You have our mobile app. I said you can always access, you can always have access to our services through our mobile app. Then our USSD code is *572#. Then our internet banking is iBanking at accionmfb.com. Then our website is www.accionmfb.com. Next slide. Okay, so for inquiries, you can always reach us on the numbers on the screen. Thank you very much. I don't know if I'm going to take questions now or much later. Okay.
Thank you very much. I think for the sake of maybe time, we can go with Kiconco's presentation, and then we go back for any queries. Just to remind everyone, if you have any questions, please feel free to pass them through the chat box, or at the end, which you can just raise your hand and we'll pass you the floor. Thank you so much for the presentation. I'll pass it over now to Ms. Kiconco, please. The floor is all yours. You're muted. Now it's working well.
Okay. Thank you very much for this opportunity to share with you about UGAFODE Microfinance, what we have done in our country, and how we have worked with the women in our country. First of all, I want to thank Accion and the SheTrades for this opportunity to be able to share with the world who we are and what we do. And we hope that we will get more connected and be able to serve even a wider coverage of our of customers. UGAFODE Microfinance started in 1994 from a group of just 6 people, and their main interest was in the welfare and the well-being of generally human beings. But because of their base, they were able to basically do group lending, which included so many women, because at that time, women were not able to support, most of the women were not able to support themselves. So they worked through groups to be able to raise them up. And as we talk now, 27 years down the road, we have a customer that has grown from borrowing $40 to now $8,500. And we celebrate most of our women for that success that they have achieved. That is one in thousands of them. UGAFODE Microfinance basically provides financial solutions for the happiness of our customers. And because of that, we have been able to grow our coverage to 20 branches to $8 million in deposits and to 14.4 million. 2011, we were able to get regulated by Bank of Uganda, and that enables us to take deposits. As you can see on the map, that is our coverage. The reason why we are mostly in Western Uganda is because this institution, the first branches were in Western Uganda, so we went growing into the West, dealing basically with agriculture and to be specific, cattle farmers, cattle traders, and crop farmers, basically agriculture. Our next slide. Yes, because of the requirements by Bank of Uganda, we were able to have shareholders. Our shareholders are Accion, FEFSO, the UGAFODE, that's the UGAFODE NGO that began, Access Africa, and then individuals. These shareholders have strongly supported us, not only with finances, but also with the technical knowledge, with their experience, because they came on board with several experiences, and thus being able to enroll several women because of the support we have with the board, from the board. Next slide. UGAFODE has a range of services. Our savings products, as enlisted there, ordinary savings, fixed. The basic products that women are consuming are target savings accounts, where we encourage the women to save and be able to attain property. And I can testify that we have several women that have used that account to save for a specific time and be able to attain property on their own without, that doesn't have any attachment. We also have a group save account. Group save is where a group gets together and saves, and for a specific reason, and with time, they're able to do that specific reason. I have encountered a group. We have a group that saved, a savings group, a ladies group that saved and was able to buy a milling machine. So we have testimonies of the group save account. And then we have the junior savings account that we use to bring women on board to be able to save for their children. Every woman is thinking about their children, is thinking about the next generation. So we bring women on board to save for their children, save school fees for their children, or save for specific reasons, but for their children's future. Our loan products, like you can see that picture displayed, agriculture, business, housing, and personal development loans. We have several women who are involved in agriculture, ranging from dairy farming to goat rearing to crop farming to crop farming for commercial purposes, for home use. And then we also have business women who are doing several businesses, ranging from saloons to tailoring, to boutiques, and to retail shops. Our portfolio in women is basically concentrated in agriculture and business loans. UGAFODE is not only doing loans, we are also involved in money transfer services. Money transfer services, so that people are able to send and receive money abroad, or send it abroad or receive it from abroad. And this has basically been useful, especially in the refugee community. We have a branch in the refugee camp, and this branch is supporting refugees to be able to receive and send money. We are also using agency banking to be able to reach out to our customers, being that most of the customers are in rural places. We partnered with a commercial bank, Diamond Trust Bank, that has enabled us to access our customers, to expand on our outreach, to be able to access our customers and also our customers to access us without putting in a lot of expense to reach the bank. We also do mobile banking. Mobile banking is one of our digital strategies where our customers enroll and they're able to send, receive, withdraw, and bank while they are in the comfort of their homes. Then our staff are also trained to do remote onboarding, where staff go to the field and meet customers, open for them accounts, work on their loans, appraise them using the remote onboarding system. This helps our customers, especially the women, not to leave their premises, all their businesses, because most of the time you find that a woman is a business owner, she's a home owner, she's at home doing her business. So she would not have that time to leave her home. So the remote onboarding system has helped, the remote onboarding innovation has helped, especially to bring women on board without leaving the comfort of their homes. Next slide. Yes, our requirements for opening a savings account are as simple as a national ID and a passport photo for nationals. And then for refugees, you require a refugee ID or a family attestation. And this has eased the access for refugees, especially. For nationals, they have the requirements. And those refugees that are also in the age bracket, they are able to open up accounts and save what they have earned from their work in this country. Credit products, like it's displayed here, you should have a deposit account. You should have a source of income, security. You should have some credit history, or if you don't have, you're just beginning, we will verify that alternative and any other source of income. However, for credit, this is one-on-one. We look at case by case because not everyone has those qualifications, especially women. Some of them do not have. So one-on-one, case-by-case basis, we look at these details and are able to serve our customers. Like I had explained about the channels, I think we can go to the next slide. Yes, UGAFODE has deliberately involved women in our structure. Our board contains 44%. Our senior management contains 46%, and most of the women on senior management are heads of departments. And then our staff generally, 53% of us are women at all levels, managers, supervisors, and the first levels of management. So UGAFODE has deliberately included women in our day-to-day activities. Next slide. Yes, we have been able to grow our borrowers to 5,000 and above. And that is only women. And as I had said before, the women who are borrowing are basically in trade and agriculture. In 2019, we had an activity where we recognized women, the women in our branches that have excelled and been with us for a long time. We have so many success stories of these women 20 years down the road, someone who began in a group without security and is now able to be on their own, has a company of their own, on her own, and is also employing other people. It's been a great success for us at UGAFODE. Our women also are able to deposit. We have 61,000 and more accounts with 1.3 million deposits. Yeah, our next slide. We have faced some challenges while dealing with women. And these challenges, I'm not saying that these challenges have stopped us from working, no. They have challenged us to be able to deal with them, actually to get more involved with them. And some of these challenges are that women, most of the women at starting point do not have sufficient working capital, and they lack sufficient collateral requirements. I don't know what happens in other countries, but sometimes in this country, for women who have not inherited property, or for women who have not studied and have their own money from work, they do not have a basis of starting business. So they have really little money for starting up their businesses, and they don't even have collateral. A majority of the businesses are in rural settings, and thus it's difficult for them to even manage documentation. You would find a lady who has maybe dairy cows, but she does not record how much milk is sold out of her farm every day. She knows it offhand, and worse still, she doesn't even know the price on the market. She's just paid by a middleman. So that is one of the challenges that they're facing, that they're not getting their money directly. They are being paid also by middlemen who take on their products and sell them to maybe take them to the dairy companies, like that. So they don't they're not able to get to the buyers directly because of that, their own personal weakness. So some of the women borrow or are influenced by their spouses after getting money, and then there is diversion of funds, and that would lead to default. Though, as an institution, we can successfully say and confirm that women are paying their loans well, but you find some of those challenges. Women are careful, and maybe I can say they are careful and fearful. So they are paying their money very well, but when you get such a challenge, it would hinder payment of loans. Then sometimes women have lack financial literacy. They lack financial literacy because of the way that they have been brought up. They're just at home and they know agriculture, but they don't know that if you receive money, you're supposed to save this amount, you're supposed to use this for put back into the farm. They lack that track record of managing their finances. And then because we are dealing with rural people, it's expensive to reach out to those rural areas sometimes to be able to meet those customers on a daily or a weekly basis for monitoring. Then we have digitalization that is now on and that is required for everyone, because some of the women we are dealing with lack basic education. They are naive and they have phobia for digital channels. Someone cannot easily trust that I'll put my money on the phone and send it and it will go onto my account. They want the human interface. And we are trying our best to take them through the training to be able to confirm to them that you can use the digital channels and have your money deposited on your account without you coming to the branch. Yes, let's see how we have handled this. Yes, we have handled some of these. They are not still very big challenges, though some are, but we do financial literacy as an institution. To all the people that we reach out to, we organize community meeting. We meet with our customers and non-customers and take them through what a person is supposed to do, how someone is supposed to handle their finances. Then we do two lending methodologies, that is individual lending and group lending. Like I explained prior, group lending is very useful for women who are unable to stand alone. So we do group guarantee and they are able to get money. They're able to get their own money through that group guarantee. And we encourage them to save and own up personal properties. And at this point, when they're able to stand alone, we transfer them or promote them to individual lending. And that's the growth that we have seen in the lending and dealing with women. So we also have guarantees for loans that do not have security, collateral, for people that do not have collateral, and that one of them is Kiva. This has helped a lot, especially in the refugee society, where there are people who have big businesses, women who are doing well, women who have their own home inset organizations like tailoring, like shops, and they don't have any collateral. We take them on and use the guarantees to secure their loans, and we have been serving them. Then we also allow husbands to be part of the loan process, and because they are part of the loan process, we train them. We train them through. We take them through what is required, how money is supposed to be used to avoid the issues of diversion and defaults. So we also acquire technical support and partnership from Accion. Then we have our digital channels. Of late, because of the COVID pandemic, everyone is thinking, even our customers are innovatively thinking. They are able to do their business. Some of them who are in town are able to do their businesses online. So because of that category of people, we have also digitized our processes, some of our processes, and we are able to do the work online with them without them physically interfacing with us. And it is working well with us because it gives us a large coverage. If an officer goes to the field, it doesn't require the customer to come to the branch. If a client finds any agent, wherever they find the agent, they can use that agent to get or to withdraw or to save their money. So it has been a journey that needs to be thought through again, because it's a very interesting journey that we have grown with women from that low level to where we are now. And we are continuing to grow with women. We are doing more trainings to make sure that those who didn't even have that basic education, maybe through their children who are now educated, are able to accept and be onboarded so that we can move on well in this digital world with them. We don't want to leave anyone behind. I thank you for listening to me. That is it from UGAFODE.
Thank you very, very much for the very enlightening presentation. Let's move on now to the Q&A session. I've been collecting some of them. Please, if there's more, you have an option to raise your hand, or you can also write it down. I have the first question. I think it's for Ms. Elliot. It's a question from Patricia. She's from Nigeria. She's in Port Harcourt, and she would like to know where is the microfinance bank Accion offices in Nigeria, and what's the maximum amount to borrow and the interest rate. Over to you, Ms. Elliot.
Okay, thank you very much. We're in 12 states in Nigeria. We're in Port Harcourt. We actually have about 4 branches in Port Harcourt. We have a mile one, and we have a mile 3. I would share the details with you. I'll drop it in the chat box. Then, of course, the minimum loan amount you can access is 50,000, and the maximum loan amount is 25 million.
Thank you very much. Patricia, if you have any subsequent questions, feel free to unmute yourself or write it through the chat box. We have another question. This is from Lucy. Lucy, I'm not sure where you're from, but please let us know, because maybe that will guide who will answer this question. She's mentioning that one of the challenges as a woman is to get loans with low interest, and sometimes she gets sweater orders and most banks need securities. How could you help such women that have, for example, sweater orders, but not real security? Ms. Elliot, Ms. Natukunda, feel free to answer.
Yes, like I said, women without securities are being handled and we are dealing with them. If someone has a big business and it can stand alone, we can give them a loan and guarantee it with Kiva. However, if someone is still developing themselves, we can start with a group of 5. You look for your 5 friends, co-guarantee each other, and we shall give you money as you grow along. Then maybe you can be on your own later in that day.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I would like to add to that as well. Can I
Yes,
go ahead?
please. Please go ahead. The floor is all yours.
Okay, so for us at Accion Microfinance Bank, we do not require security for every loan amount. So it depends on the loan amount you want to collect. So for instance, if you're going to be accessing loans between 50,000 naira to probably 300 and less than 400, we would only require you provide a guarantor that can stand in for you. But by the time you begin to ask for higher value amounts, then we would require you some form of security, to put down. So the security could be a movable asset or a fixed asset. So we even collect vehicle documents. So if you have a vehicle, you should drop it. You're not going to collect your vehicle from me. We won't tell you to drop your vehicle, but we drop your vehicle documents with us. And then, of course, we give you the loan. But it also depends on the amount you want to. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have some questions regarding contact details. I'm going to take actually this opportunity to share a quick poll. We also have in the poll that you're seeing right now on your screens, if you would like to connect with Accion or Accion Microfinance Bank or UGAFODE, if you reply to this poll, we will then follow up sharing the contact details that are being sharing through SheTrades. Well, while you also are supporting with answering to the poll, we have received another question from Indifreke Award. Please, I need to get a clarification on what kind of technical assistance would Accion MFB provide. It's often difficult to get loans without guarantors. Over to you, Ms. Elliot.
I'm trying to go through the question again. When you say technical assistance, often difficult to get loans without guarantors. Okay, so the truth of the matter is, like I mentioned earlier, for lower value loans, you only require to bring a guarantor. We don't tell you to go and bring your property or bring your security or collateral somewhere, because we all just want to ensure that this money we are giving out comes back. So let somebody even stand, to say that, yes, I know Adetokunbo Elliot, she can pay back. We are not going to tell the person, the guarantor, to go and bring the mother's death certificate or anything, or depending on the amount, just for us to be on the safer side. And we just want to help you, just for you to be able to be disciplined. Because by the time the person is accessing the loan and the person doesn't pay back, you have a bad credit report. We just want you to have a guarantor that would be able to say, yes, I know to go and I can guarantee her paying back. In an event she doesn't pay back, and then you can come. So that is why we require that provide a guarantor. I hope I'm able to answer that question.
Thank you very much. If there is any follow-up to that question in pre-give, please feel free to unmute yourself. We still have 6 more minutes, so please let me know in case there's any additional question. I haven't been receiving right now, so maybe let's give just 2 more minutes. And in the meantime, I don't know if you, wait, I'll have one question. Please as well, I'll request I can just take this opportunity if UGAFODE or Ms. Elliot from Microfinance, they have any links you would like to share with the audience, please feel free as well to put it in the chat box. As well as you're seeing on screen, there's this poll we are running. In case you would like to directly be connected with Microfinance Bank or with UGAFODE, please let us know through the poll, and we will follow up with a liaison email after this call. I'm sure we will have any other questions. We have 5 more minutes, so please let me know or just feel free to raise your hand. And while we wait to receive more questions, I open the floor to anyone from the speakers as well who would like to do any final comment before we close the call.
Okay, so this is Tokumbo. I would also like to mention that for our female entrepreneurs that are interested in selling their products online, we're currently in partnership with Jumia. So we are onboarding customers who are interested in selling their products on Jumia. Last year, during the pandemic and during the lockdown, many businesses were shut down. People couldn't physically go to their stores or their shops to sell, and customers couldn't come to buy. So we at Accion felt that it was important to partner with an e-commerce platform whereby our customers can even still sell their products while at home. Even when there's a lockdown, they can still sell. So we partnered with Jumia. So if anybody is interested, you can, I've dropped the link in the chat box. Please, you can reach out to us, contact you. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. And for all Nigerian companies that we have as well in the call, we will also be working towards sharing some profiles with Accion Microfinance Bank for this Jumia project e-commerce. So stay tuned to your emails as well. And if interested, please do apply. It's an amazing opportunity, as Ms. Elliot was explaining. I haven't received any further questions. So Ms. Raliat, do you want to share something before we?
No, I just wanted to say that the Jumia partnership is a fantastic one, and as you say, a great opportunity. And for our ladies in Uganda, where UGAFODE is starting something similar as well. So please reach out to Kiconco and the team and the UGAFODE team if you're interested in this partnership and the initiative.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful project that definitely bringing more opportunities for the women. So please do reach out to the team here. I'll pass now over for Kiconco for any final comment. Any final comment note from the UGAFODE team?
You're muted. It's muted.
Sorry about that. Yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity that we have gotten to share about UGAFODE. And I want to tell you that we have also been able to pick 2 or 3 things from the sharing, and we will continue to support women. We will continue to grow with them. And we hope that from this sharing, we shall be able to get new people that will come to us and we will serve them effectively and efficiently. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much to our wonderful panelists today. Thanks so much, Raliat, for all your support putting this together. The information that you share, it's very precious. Having some of the women here joining us that they would like to have it, just to let everyone know, this has been recorded, will be shared with you after the end of this session. And with no further ado, I would like to as well thank you everyone who joined us home. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, and we'll be connecting soon. Take care, have a wonderful day, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.